Standard 6, Subject Social Science, Chapter number 11, Landforms, Part 1. As we go on a ride, long drive, we can see or experience diversities in the nature. We can feel slopes when we are going high on the roads or when we are going down through the road. If we ride a cycle at the top of the mountain and then we came from it, we can feel like we are sliding or flying on the air. These are the varieties or diversities in nature. Nature has given us many things and many beautiful places. It includes mountains, plains, rivers, glaciers, wind, sea waves, oceans, hills, islands, sea, valley, lakes, etc. These all are done or various landforms are seen by us due to some tactics or changes occur in the landform. As we have learned about the lithosphere in chapter number 10, we can say that there are many plates in the inner part of the earth which creates these types of landforms. Movements takes place in the crust of earth over the time. As we all know that lithosphere is made up of the soil and other particles present in the earth. There are various layers of earth. The movement makes changes in the landforms. Whenever these plates are changing or moving, it creates different landforms on the upper part of the earth where we are living. We find such types of experiences through incidents like shocks of earthquake, volcano or tsunami. These incidents or accidents are happening. The movement somewhere creates mountains, plateaus and fault valleys. In addition to this, erosion and disposition occur due to natural forces like river, glaciers, winds and sea waves. Firstly, we will learn about the types of landforms. Which are the types landforms are created due to the movement in the inner part of the earth. The landforms are recognized by various names like mountain, plateau, plain, etc. according to the height of the region. We can clearly see the types of the landforms in this picture. The most upper part of this region is mountain. The second part is mines, where we can get some natural resources or stones, which is precious. Third is plateau, where you can find some high places and some low places. Fourth is plain. Plain means a balanced place where we can build our houses, industries and other buildings and can live properly. Then is island. Island is a part which is surrounded by water on all the sides. And last is sea level. Sea is also living or situating on the part of the land. That means the land part which is lower than other regions. First we will learn about mountain. The area having more than 900 meters height above the sea level with a gentle or abrupt slope is called mountain. This is the definition of mountain. The area which is having height of 900 meters than sea level, it is known as mountain. Mountains are formed in the crust of earth due to action, reaction and interaction of natural and physical forces like earthquake and volcano. Whenever the plates of inner part of the earth moves, it creates earthquake or volcano, and due to this some region or some land gets up or down increasing rapidly, which creates mountains. Impact of more than one action or force are seen in origination and development of mountain. That is why in the context of various aspects, mountains are different from each other. We can see lines of mountains in various places. This is because that place has experienced earthquake or volcanoes for more than one time. Thus, it creates high mountains at that places. Mountains can be classified in various types. There are 4 divisions in which mountains can be classified. First is fold mountain, second is block mountain, third is volcanic mountain, and fourth is residual mountain. Fold mountain is most of the collectively deposited sediments at the bottom of sea or lakes create fold due to pressure which comes from both the sides. Whenever a pressure comes from the sea or lakes which gives pressure to the land, and due to this the region near that place increasing its height due to the force of water of lake or sea, it creates a peak and lower part turns into a valley. Such mountains are Himalaya in Asia, Alps in Europe, Rocky in North America, and Andes in South America. These are the main fold mountains of the world, which is created by the forcing of sea or lakes. As we all know that Himalayan mountains are made up of ice. It is melting due to the environmental pollution nowadays, but it is created with the force of water. So these are the fold mountains. Second is block mountain. Due to geological forces, pulling force is applied on the surface of the earth, then cracks are formed. As a result, surrounding area is submerged and central part remains stable, forming block mountains. We can see in this picture, whenever a force is given to central part or to one part of the land, the siding parts of that forcing part will become upwards immediately. If central parts remain stable and forming a block mountain, then gorges are formed in the lower area. Host mountain of Germany is the best example of it. Therefore, such mountains are also called host mountain. You can see these types of mountains in your online or in your Google. Nilgiri, Satpura, Vindhyachal mountains of India are the best example of block mountains. We can also see the pictures of these mountains. Third is volcanic mountains. At the time of volcanic eruption, the material which is thrown out is deposited in the shape of cone. It is called volcanic mountain. There are various gases, minerals, chemicals, water, and many earth crust are situated in the inner part of the earth. Whenever these gases tries to come out from the earth crust, it creates a tectonic movements into the it. And when the upper part of the land cracks down, this forms a lava or fire and throws out some of the gases, chemicals, stones, soil, and also some burning stones of it, which is known as lava. These types of mountains are known as volcanic mountain. Fujiyama of Japan, Vesuvius of Italy, Cotopaxi of Ecuador, and Barron of India. Pavagad and Girnar are the example of volcanic mountains in which lava are getting out. Some of the mountains are throwing burning soils from it, some are extinct, or now it is completely stopped throwing any of this, and some volcanic mountains are emitting various gases from it. Last is residual mountain. Residual mountains formed from the residues which withstand against the natural force of erosion. Soft rocks are eroded and swept away since thousands of years, and soil formed from solid rock sustained as highway. The layer of earth which is soft and cannot be cracked easily with the inner force of the earth becomes this kind of residual mountains. We can see in this picture. Aravalli, Nilgiri, Parasnath, Rajmahal and Eastern Ghats are the example of residual mountains. But why these mountains are important to us? It is very important and it is very beneficial to us. Mountains serve the purpose of borderline and wall of any country or region. As we can get the example of Himalayan mountains, it is a border of us and it is protecting us from various regions and protecting us from cold waves. Fertile plains are constructed by the rivers flowing through them. Rivers flowing from heavy rainfall region, snow-covered region work as water storage, which is necessary for generation of hydroelectricity. Therefore, it is very important for us. Apart from this respiratory of forest resources, mineral resources and wildlife, mountains are blessing for tourism industry. People are going for trekking in these mountains. Film industry and mountaineers. They are the habitat for the 10th part of the world's population. Mexico and Bogota are the best example of it. This table shows the highest mountain which is of various heights in different countries. First is in developed cities of Mexico, which is 2300 meter. Second is Quito in Ecuador, that is 2386 meter. Bogota in Colombia, 2625 meter. Leh, this place is situated at 3500 meter height. This city is situated at 3500 meter height in India. Lhasa in Tibet is 3520 meter of height. This city is situated. And the last city is La Paz of Bolivia, which is 3640 meter high, which is, we can say that is a mountain in itself. In second part we will learn about the plateaus and its classification. Till then you have to write all the questions related to mountains and types of mountains in your workbook. Thank you.